rock, most people enjoy a good story. Imagine a story where you rock. Are you doing something rocking in Saskatoon, Saskatchewan, Canada, or the world? I would love to have you on my show to share your rocking stories. We are here with Michael Gaudet, author and visual artist, mural artist, among many things. Welcome again.
Thank you, Mary. It's great to be back.
Yes. So we're going to talk about your project in Tisdale. You have a huge mural that was just celebrated and launched.
Well, as our viewers may know, I did a mural a couple years ago for the hamlet of Yonge, which is freestanding. It's 80 feet by 20 feet. And they want to maintain their claim that it's the world's largest freestanding mural. So I can say that so far that claim is intact because the mural at Tisdale is mounted on an existing wall, the Tremblay Bakery. And that mural actually is 96 feet long, which makes it 16 feet longer than the one at Yonge, but it's only 12 feet high. So square footage-wise, the one at Yonge is still actually larger, and it's freestanding. So.
And the one at Yonge is called Forever Yonge, isn't it?
Forever Yonge.
So it's kind of a cool name for it.
Right.
So what about the Tisdale mural?
Well, the Tisdale mural is a Canada 150 project, and it also coincides with their centennial. And it was actually very generously funded by the Barron and Montgomery Trust Funds in Tisdale. The funding was fairly painless. And it was painted on a frame in our yard at Manitou Beach, 12 by 20 feet at a time, and then on 4 by 8 panels over the last fall and this summer. And I got it done about a couple of weeks ahead of schedule in order to have it up and installed by their Pumpkin Days in Tisdale. But that was the big event that they have every year, kind of agricultural fair. And actually, it was really interesting. We got there. And another foggy day in Tisdale, like it is here today in Saskatoon. But let me see, I think it was on October 27th was the ribbon cutting. Rolled in the fog, and about 100 people showed up for the ribbon cutting. And we also had a unveiling of the official legend for the mural, and that is like a line drawing of all the figures going across the 96 feet, reduced down to about a 6-foot graphic. And then there's numbers on the graphic that correspond with the legend underneath.
So people can get an explanation of what the mural's about.
That's right.
So tell us in a nutshell what that mural is about.
Well, generally it kind of encompasses the last 100 years in Tisdale with a big emphasis on the agricultural community. It starts off with an old-fashioned threshing team, and then it kind of goes through the old elevators from back in the day to a beautiful old church, St. George's Church, that's now been
dedicated, a heritage site.
That's right, dedicated a heritage site and remodeled, refurbished, and it's in the museum grounds. Then it goes to the a site, an image of old downtown Tisdale, and it has actually figures in there too. It has the two members of the community that created the trust funds that paid for the mural, John Barron and Faye Montgomery. And then Brent Butt makes an appearance.
Oh, well, that would be awesome, too.
Yeah, seeing as how he's from Tisdale,
yes,
right?
Exactly.
Famously from Tisdale.
And Corner Gas.
That's right, yeah. Now they're animated.
Yes.
And then finally, one of the members of the mural steering committee actually sadly passed away last winter. And he was the local barrister and long time sort of pillar of the community, and the remaining members asked if we could revisit the design and include him in the mural. So that's of course Kirby Birmingham. And one thing I just wanted to say about mural painting in general is that it gives communities the opportunity to really celebrate their sort of pillars of the community. It gives an opportunity to make a statement about what is important over the years in a community, and really celebrate and commemorate that for posterity. That's a big part of mural painting.
So do you do the research for it, or they tell you what's...
It's a combination, Marion. Sharon and I went to the Tisdale a couple of times before in design conferences, and we went into the local museum and scoured over hundreds of photographs and artifacts and family photographs and all that, and we kind of pared it down from about 100 images down to about 31 images, I think it is, that constitute the entire mural. It's my job to make all the images kind of flow, but the committee certainly had ideas about what they wanted to see included. You know, another important kind of concept of the mural was, seeing as how it's kind of long and low, 12 by 96, I decided to do one constant horizon throughout the entire mural. And the sky started off with a sunny day with clouds dancing around in the sky, and then it actually kind of went into a twilight, and then into dark with northern lights.
Oh, beautiful. It is a beautiful mural, so it's wonderful. And so we have another project you have here. Let's talk about that.
Well, this project is a collaboration between Daryl Baschuk, who's a local artist and contractor at Manitou Beach, and Bob Thibault, who is a welder/blacksmith at Manitou Beach. And we came up with this concept to do a steel mural on a low plain over the lake at Manitou Beach that faces north, and then the mural is actually pierced, and so that it kind of is a reflection of the north side of the lake and its reflection. So it's called Manitou Reflections. And so the mural is going to be actually made of steel panels that are pierced with a plasma cutter, so you can actually see through it like a veil. So there's kind of like a relationship between the mural and the north side of the lake. And it's going to be actually electroplated with nickel. So it's going to be reflective. So it'll not only be a reflection of the north side of the lake, but also people and activities in front of the mural will be reflected like a mirror in front of the mural. So it's kind of like a double meaning of the word reflection. And this mural was very generously funded by Heritage Canada, and 50%. And we're actually having a fundraiser to top off the funding on March the 2nd at world famous Danceland at Manitou Beach. So awesome. More TBA on all the details of that.
Yeah, well, wonderful. And the picture looks like awesome.
Thank you.
Yeah. So when is the expected date for that to be finished?
I think around probably around May, about the middle of May 2019.
Oh, so that's a fast project.
Yes.
Yeah.
Manitou Beach is celebrating its centennial in 2019, so it's a centennial legacy project for the beach.
Well, we have time to talk about one more thing. You have your book, Dancing with Rejection, and you said you have some exciting news around this.
Yes, the indomitable Sean Broom of podcast of the story of you is what it's called. His podcast. He's done over 100 podcasts, and I was privileged and honored to be a recipient of one of his podcasts back in August. And he revealed to me at the time that he actually produces audiobooks. So in the last few weeks, I've made arrangements with Sean to create an audiobook version of Dancing with Rejection. So now it'll be available as a softcover, hardcover, ebook, and audiobook in time for Christmas.
Wonderful, and that's why I wanted to have you on my show, because you just completely rock, and it's good to have you and celebrating the history of Saskatchewan through your murals and your books and telling your stories. And thank you again for coming on my show.
It was great. It was a blast.
Yeah, thank you. I hope you enjoyed today's show with Michael Gaudet. Thanks for rocking in and having a conversation with Marion. I'm Marion, and you rock.